Yes, sir. It's Wearing Melanin TV. It's a beautiful day. I had Davis Olowale before, very handsome gentleman, and now I have two beautiful ladies. Please introduce yourselves, guys. Let's start with the lady in the white wearing melanin sweater.
Hi guys, my name is Ketaba Klimtetwa.
And I'm Nosy.
I didn't introduce myself actually. I'm Njabulo Koza. Please, guys, I'm trying to understand something in regards to the way people view us in society. We are all black, but somehow we are different types of black. I am a type of black, you're a type of black, you're a type of black. How did you grow up and notice that? When was the first point in time in your life where you saw that actually we are not all the same black? I would start with the lady on the left, Ketsabate.
Okay, so I think for me, the thing was I grew up in a family where we are all dark. So being dark wasn't really like an issue for me. Like it was something that I celebrated. It was my normal. It was my sense of normal. But growing up, I think the first time I realized that people were actually, I don't know, discriminating against me because of the color of my skin was in high school. I think I was in grade 8. And it was that point where you had to make new friends in a school. And I remember like snide comments that my friends would make, like, oh, I'm dark, but at least I'm lighter than Keta, or yo, dude, you're so dark, you know? And the way that they said it was, are you guys trying to say that being dark is an issue? Because when me growing up, I always thought dark was the best shade to be like.
I think the time that I saw it was when my friends were actually telling me that I don't look like them, and it was an issue for me. So for you, Nosy, like when was that time where you actually saw that we are not all the same black?
I think for me, I've seen colorism play out in, let's say, the beauty, fashion, and entertainment industry where there's little to no representation of darker skin tones, right?
Yeah.
Where they just always go for people that have light skin tones. And I think the closer your shade is to white, the better.
Yeah, yeah.
The more opportunities you get, and the more privileged you are compared to us with darker skin tones.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I think that's when
Interesting to note that you are referring to like the kind of like the entertainment industry, because it's something that occurred like last year. Some celebrities were having disputes about some lady who's like lighter than the others, her having more opportunities. I won't mention a name because that would be like disenfranchising like her brand. But it was something to note because it does create a division between the black people, and we are fighting against the minority in whatever sector that we are in, because we are the majority wherever we go. So if we have this division of, oh, you darker than me or I'm lighter than you, how will we have this Ubuntu that we want to propagate into like the younger generation and into having now a social and financial sect that stands for now driving an economy for black people? How can we go about building new walls? Actually, what I was asking is that how can we destroy these walls in our friendships and in our society to not have now a sense of like looking at someone as if like they are less? How can we go about and destroy these walls that have been built up by previous generations?
I think firstly, people need to love themselves because for me, it came to a point where I had no problem with the color of my skin, but I started having a problem with it because other people had a problem with it.
Jeez.
So if you have self-love, you can't spread negativity. So you have to love yourself. And on top of that, you have to be open to being educated, and you have to be open to receive like education about these things, you know? Because some of us don't define beauty as having a lighter shade of skin, And I think people also need to stop following trends. I think I really need to say that. It's important because I grew up in a society where I was deemed not beautiful, ugly because of the color of my skin. But now the narrative has changed so much that people come up to me and ask me what I use for my skin. And it's so weird now to hear
Drop your
people
skin
say,
routine.
nah, it's so weird to hear people say, you have such beautiful skin, Kesa, what do you use? Oh my word, you have such melanin. And it's like, you guys like following trends. Like, why am I only beautiful now in 2020?
Yeah.
Why was I not beautiful in 2005 when I had the same color skin? So yeah, people need to educate themselves, and beyond that, love yourself, dude. And I feel like if you love yourself, you won't spread negativity. Yeah, that's me.
All right.
I think we should just promote confidence, right? Being able to be yourself and just be authentic, right? And also, it's important for us to adopt a more positive narrative around. Okay, and I think it's important for us to try and adopt a more positive narrative around skin tones and just be more accepting. And yeah.
All right.
Mm.
So when you guys hear the word wearing melanin, what do you think? What's like the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear wearing melanin? Does it like mean that you're actually wearing it, like, or is it like your skin, or what do you think of?
Okay, I don't think. Okay, first of all, I think we've spoken about like lighter shades of black and darker shades of black. I think wearing melanin represents everyone. We don't want to leave other people apparently. It's saying that we are proud of our skin color, no matter what shade it is. It's saying we are wearing it proudly. Like, I'm not trying to have a lighter shade of skin. No one else is trying to be darker, trying to tan and do stuff like that. We're saying we are wearing our skin and we are proud of it. And just like Muzi said, we are confident. I think it's very important, to inspire confidence in young women as well, because we still have these issues. I think my heart broke a bit when my little sister came to me. This is something that happened recently. And she's like, I don't want to go to school anymore. I'm like, why don't you want to go to school? Because they're telling me that I'm dark and I can't wear orange. I bought her an orange top, I remember, and she was like, I can't wear orange because my skin is too dark. My friends will laugh at me because dark people can't wear bright colors. So things like that.
So unfortunate that you'd have to experience something like that.
Imagine in 2020, guys. So I think things like that
Such
need
an
to
issue.
stop.
Yeah.
We need to build confidence in our young women and show them that no matter what skin color you are beautiful.
What would you say about wearing melanin, Nozi?
I think it's just being I think it's about being okay, sorry. I think it's just about celebrating blackness and just being true to yourself and wearing your melanin, I guess.
Yes, sir. You heard it first from Nozi and Ketsa. I love my melanin. I'm wearing it every day. I wear it in my clothing. I wear it in my clothing. Wow. Okay. We out. Yeah.